Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we will be watching the final episode of season 2 for Interview with the Vampire. So let's jump right in. Oh yeah, the crypt where he was kept. How long was he kept in there as punishment?
A quiet, easeful death. What else would it be? I had nowhere to go. My ankles healed in the coffin. The flesh having circled around the insulating rocks of my deathbed.
Ooh.
Are they still there? Right now? In your feet?
If you took an x-ray, they'd look like little cancers.
Wow.
He removed them anytime he wanted to.
What were the consequences of you saving Louis?
Yeah, what punishment did you get?
Demotion. Ridicule. Santiago had suspected I had rigged the audience to spare Louis's life. So he made certain I would not forget my insubordination as part of my penance.
Darkness was delirium. I tried to paint alternatives.
Oh.
The rock shifts by my knee.
Ooh.
Could I make another rock move? Could I free my knee to exploit the craftsmanship of the coffin? But it was all ravings. The rock hadn't moved. The craftsmanship was solid. Claudia is dead.
He hasn't much time left.
I didn't know I was screaming.
Yeah, because you was in agony, so you're not. I think with all of the stuff that you was going through, you didn't know what you was doing from what you wasn't. But the fact that they've got Armand sitting there feeding this, is he a human? Is he a vampire? I don't even know. Feeding this guy right next to where you hole up is taking the mick. I know it's probably due to Santiago forcing him to do it, but still. When did he rescue you?
I had no energy to scream. If I had, I would have used it to ignite the clothes on my body. Self-immolate.
The old plays were remounted. The pack hunts revitalized. All under the increasingly self-satisfied eye of Santiago.
You ruined
Yeah.
his play. They didn't get to kill Louis on stage.
Literally.
And Santiago improvised a worse death. He had outwitted me.
How?
Hurt me
Mhm.
deeply.
Okay, yeah.
And I played up that hurt. My subjugation cemented his power amongst the coven.
So,
I was the defeated vampire, Mr. Molloy. No one was looking.
He doesn't seem
Does
convinced.
anyone ever ask Lazarus if he wanted to be woke? I don't read the Bible much anymore.
no one gives a shit about Lazarus's point of view, is what I remember.
Wow.
I tasted the blood. I knew it was his. Why I was dead.
Mm.
But my rage
Was not.
had risen.
So did you kill all of the vampires in that
By my
coven?
madness. They moved from shadow to shadow towards the cemetery in Montmartre. Why that place? It wasn't certain. It wasn't safe to return to the apartment.
No.
That would imply it was rational. Proximity.
Hans, Lukenbrand, Pointe, Basilic, Aigle, murder, Santiago.
Yeah. It's like the ravings of a lunatic at this point.
I
Okay.
don't have any use for it now.
I know you can hear me. You must leave Paris.
Maybe you should answer him. He knows the theater more than you.
Maybe just shut up.
Louis, save yourself.
Louis is not going to listen to you.
Do not worry about me.
I ain't fucking worried about you!
However you manage it, do not find yourself at the theater tomorrow night at curfew.
Okay. Did you know he was going to burn it down?
No. But I could sense the fatalism in his thoughts.
You warned him.
Yes.
He'd already betrayed you once. They were his coven for hundreds of years. Why risk it?
My rage and madness were asleep. It was a test. I don't remember.
Hold on a second as well, yeah? These people that this guy's talking to, how long have they been, like, in play? Because they're saying that Louis tried to basically create these memoirs for a while, it seems. Did any of the vampires survive from that coven? Could they be linked up to these people that are talking to our book guy? Because why are they so invested in this story? Like, why? What do they need to know? Like, I don't know. We'll see.
If you're wrong, you're dead.
There was 13 of them and one of me. I was going to die either way.
Okay, so what was the plan?
The plan? I was going to die,
Minimal.
and I was going to take as many of them with me as I could. When a vampire commits himself to coffin, all the senses collapse into submission, and the dark boundaries of the world begin to stretch out in all directions. And in this state,
Oh, the book.
six by fire, two by blade, one by
Okay.
a combination of the two.
Okay.
No legs, one arm, still clutching onto his clarinet.
Wow.
9 in all.
9 out of
And
13.
with no sign of Armand or Lestat, that meant 4 had escaped. 2 out the front, 2 through the sewers.
She never got over you stealing Santiago. You tried drinking from Costa. It was London.
Wow.
It's an
You're
act of
gonna
passion.
explode. Uh-huh.
Celeste,
Gone.
down.
Gone.
Hello, Francis.
Ah, the same voice you were expecting to hear, eh? Louis. The rage. Huh.
Is your companion with you?
Didn't you hear?
Mm.
We broke up.
Oh, I rather doubt that.
Hard to hold hands after he killed my sister and my fledgling, but think what you want.
Don't let him take credit for the workman role he played, Louis. It was me that planned their deaths.
Yeah, we know. I don't think he's forgotten that.
That gave Claudia that hot exit from the garden.
Come to me.
Did Armand tell you what we did with our ashes after he pulled you from the wall?
Come to me, Francis.
We used her as eyeshadow for the next month's performances. We
Wow,
put them in
you're a
the paper
dick.
shaker for the popcorn we sold in the aisles.
Come to me, Francis.
Wow.
Santiago to you, you firebug bugger!
Nah, that's his Spaniard's name you took.
Yeah.
Took it to forget who you were, Francis. Took it
Oh.
to compensate for what God denied you, Francis.
Oh.
And joke
Goaded.
between your legs and that farm girl, Lenora, who couldn't keep quiet about it.
She only thought it was small because my testicles are so enormous.
Desperate begging, the urine racing down your leg as Francis desperately tried to take back his wish to be a vampire.
Yeah, the goading,
I see
boy.
the maker's face now. Embarrassment washing over it. As you ask, can I be called Santiago?
Ah! You know Santiago's not gonna take this goading well. He's definitely gonna come for you, Louis. How are you gonna take him out? Because I don't know, is Santiago older than Louis? I don't even know, but Santiago has not liked him from the get-go, and it seems like he's always had, a plan to get rid of him. So now you can take him on one-on-one instead of hiding behind your plays and your performances.
And make his voice as he walked away. I don't care what you call yourself.
Ah, here he comes. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Ready and waiting for your ass. He weren't doing the whole, like, the one thing I could say about this, as much as he's goaded him, some of the things that just annoys me with some shows is when the person that they want to kill arrives and you have to give this whole villain speech at how you bested them and how they've done this to hurt you and how you're gonna do that to make them suffer. Nobody cares. Just get to the point and kill them, which is what Louis did. He wasted no time. He wanted revenge. He put his plan into action and he executed it without no extra, like, monologues along the way. Yes, he had to goad Santiago because he knows this guy has an ego and all of those things is just pricking at it. So he got a response and he dealt with the response. His face. You know he wants to smile a little.
And the newspaper you asked for this morning, Mr. Molloy.
Oh?
Santiago's failure to protect his coven, how quickly he ran to save his own flesh, filled him with unworthiness. And it...
Whew. Wow. So when do you guys meet up again?
And at the time, I could not count on your love lasting as long.
Okay.
Rehearsed it with Lestat?
They rehearsed it with him. I stood in my coffin when I was there.
Really?
We spent nights over here.
I lied to you over and over.
Didn't once think, in all that time, telling me
That he was here.
make a different plan with me.
Wow.
I will spend my life making it up to you.
So you meet again and there's no restraints or restrictions. Really? That's what you want to begin with?
Does it
Okay,
take
cool.
a lot out of you? Destroying everything in your wake?
This was Magnus's lair.
Oh, was it?
Really?
That's where he kept you? Chained to the wall?
No. This was for the disappointments.
Oh, and you wasn't.
Before me.
Okay. Why did you do what you do?
Why?
Burned your daughter alive? Why you rehearsed a play that will burn your daughter alive? Why you crossed an ocean to rehearse a play
that will burn your daughter alive?
The great laws.
What fucking law did you ever follow, Lestat?
And
I've come to kill you.
I understand there's some great laws, but did that at any point did Lestat ever tell Louis and Claudia about the great laws? Because I don't remember it being mentioned, and as they said, they didn't know anything. The same thing with they didn't know about the customs that are expected of vampires traveling to another city or state where there's already a coven and that they had to introduce themselves. They didn't know none of this. He really kept them not well, I don't know. He limited the information that he provided to them. They didn't have much awareness for the customs or expectations that were required of vampires. He was just happily just living his life doing what he wanted, so I understand him not explaining it to them, but at the end of the day, Like, you can't. I don't know. Everybody's kind of at fault. Like, even from the get go, he really didn't kind of follow some of their stuff because, as Armand said, when he first met Lestat, he was just living freely. He was on stage. He was doing what he wanted. It was his original brainchild. I say the theater was his brainchild. It came to be what it is today because of Lestat and what he brought to the table. So he made changes in that regard to the coven and everything. However, at the same time, he left when he wanted and he just went off and did whatever he felt like doing, whatever took his fancy. So I don't know. It's a bit of a bit of a weird one, I guess. I don't think Louis gonna do it because as much as he may be hating,
Magnus burned.
yeah. Oh, are you both gonna do it? This isn't gonna be the end of the stat, is it? Oh, what?
He doesn't know who that is.
No.
Here's your death, Lestat.
Gonna kiss him in front of him, innit? Is this just so that he can be like, I am done with you and I have another? Because he knew this would hurt Lestat. Because he's forgiven Armand and he's not forgiven Lestat.
Wherever your miserable life
And he's
takes
chosen
you,
Armand over him.
whoever you find to endure time with, whatever pale proxy of me, I'll be with him.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Enjoy here.
I said, let's go see Egypt.
Then sailed port to port.
Settled in New York a good while. San Francisco.
And we did. Here, there, everywhere, and Dubai.
Okay.
And that's the end of it.
So yeah, you guys
There's nothing
did
else.
stay together longer than you did with Lestat. But I don't think Lestat's dead. Lestat's still around. Lestat's probably still waiting. Or he might have moved on. I don't know.
End of session. Mind if I ask a few follow-up questions? There's just some things I've been jotting down along the way.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's just small stuff.
Not going to be small stuff, is it?
Like you and the tractor salesman in the bar in New Orleans before you killed him. You said that Lestat telepathically told you that you were scaring the salesman.
Yeah. Just realised that. Because they couldn't speak telepathically. Is this more stuff where Louis doesn't remember or someone messed with his memory again?
But a maker can't do that anymore after transformation, right?
Yeah.
So that doesn't work.
Maybe he whispered it to me.
No.
Does he? Yeah, it's funny because Sam's in two places at once at one point in your story. He's guarding Armand in the theater box, but you also have him helping to bury you below stage.
He was with me in the box.
Yeah, he was with Armand in the box.
Oh, maybe he did a quick vamp back and forth.
I just got it wrong.
No.
Rashid, should we begin dinner preparations?
Yes, sir.
I do hope you'll join us.
Armand, what did you do?
Let me just look at my list one more time here. Another New Orleans thing.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping all over the place here, but the night that Lestat brings all those soldiers home and you tell him to throw them out, how many soldiers did he mindfuck out of the townhouse that night?
I don't know.
10, 15?
More like 30.
Huh. Seems to me that there was more than one person in the theater that night who could have saved you.
Oh, is he saying the stat? And Armand's taking... Armand's claiming it was him.
I know. It's my job. I'm built this way. I know. It's a stretch, but
It's in your nature, Mr. Molloy. Couldn't get out the door without lobbing one more bomb.
Well, you said it yourself just now. He loved Louis. Lestat would have tried to save him as much as you did.
And he certainly would have made it known that he had. Shall we take these follow-ups and speak?
No, not if he wants Louis to be happy.
Santiago should hand the diary into the audience, have them feel the evidence in their hands. This is too early for Lestat to acknowledge Louis. Keep the tension. Have him look at Louis later. The moment
is this his notes? Is this his handwriting? Because that's what he used to do before, wasn't it?
We need an animation here.
Yeah.
It's not clear how extreme the hoarding was.
Where did you get that?
Oh.
Read it for yourself.
Is he handing it to him because it was Armand's notes? Armand was trying to play like he was as uninvolved as he could be when Lestat was present, but maybe that is all a lie, because we've seen bits and pieces or times where he's stretched the truth a lot and has played with Louis' memories in order to make it better for himself. And the fact as well that, okay, I understand Louis is a vampire, they're long-lived, but why is he forgetting so much? Why is there so many inconsistencies in his memories? And it's over certain events where when they pan to Armand's face, he looks a bit annoyed at Daniel for bringing up things that he doesn't want challenged. That's why he did step in a lot, especially when he was pretending to be Rashid. So I think Armand took a bigger part in this than he's claiming at this present time. Okay, clean sheet, nothing on it. Here we go. Because Armand did say that he is known for writing his notes on changes that needs to be done to the plays. This is handwriting, I'm sure.
That's when the Black Angel came.
I knew it.
But he came back.
He did, with her.
Question with this as well, though, because I know he's trying to say that Santiago basically forced him into submission, I guess, when he took over the coven. But did he do this part willingly, knowing that it would enrage Louis to the point where it could eventually help get rid of the coven so that he can then claim to be helping Louis and they can run off together? Because he does seem like the type that can, you know, be playing a few moves ahead. And as much as he was trying to say that he didn't know all of this stuff that was happening behind his back with Santiago, none of these were your vampires. Like, you're telling me you didn't notice there was some differences? You've been with them for 200 years. You're telling me they played you to the point that well that you didn't notice that there was something off going on with them? Because, come on now. It seemed too good to be true.
And now you rise from your chair and walk towards Claudia.
I was gonna say, because as much as Louis, I mean, not Louis, as much as Lestat can be a bit of an arse sometimes, when he saw Claudia go up in flames, he did it looked like he felt it. Like, I think he regretted what happened. And look, he was even sticking up for her. Because he knows how headstrong she is.
And the sentence.
Hmm. Yeah. That's why he was asking, because he knows that he can control multiple people. That's why he was asking about how many, because there was an example with the soldiers. Okay, I get it.
Where does the... He just took credit for it when the opportunity presented itself. And you...
Yeah, because that's why he can't say nothing now.
would have told you differently. 77 years based on a seismic lie.
Mm.
It's from the
Really?
Talamasca. Sam was their guy in Paris. He gave it to them. They gave it to me here.
I knew someone had to survive that and be part of this whole thing, because the questions they were asking was all leading up to this point. Daniel's like, checkmate, mic drop. Yeah, Armand, you messed up royally. Oh, is he now trying to convince him again? I don't think he's gonna get far. You need to leave that shit. Yeah. Leave it and go. They tapped it. They can get that stuff. Don't look for Rashid. Rashid might not be alive. You've heard about vampire fights. Why are you staying? Get out of there, Dan.
Rashid? I'm leaving now. When I return, you need to be gone. You should gather your things from your room. I'll arrange a car and a plane to take you home.
It's nice doing business with you, my guy. You helped him remember things. You've helped him realise that quite a big chunk of his life was a lie.
This is where 24 members of high society. They walked in them doors right there. Ain't nobody ever seen them again. Take a picture if you need to. The year? It's 1940. Man that owned this townhome and that year's king garage, he went by the name Sebastian Melmoth. Mr. Melmoth, he wasn't alone in 11th.
Is this how they... Is that Sam?
Also in residence was a local Creole hustler and his little child bride. They were running a voodoo cult in the back rooms above the courtyard garden.
Wow.
Yes, they were. Now, it's Mardi Gras, 1940.
God, fucking wild out there.
Shut up.
Is this what... Wow. His breakup with Louis really affected him, if this is what he's been like for the last 77 years.
Hello.
Who's he?
Louis.
That's Louis?
Yeah.
He's Louis?
Yeah.
Get out. Where?
Yeah.
Hello, Lestat.
Hello, Louis. Passing through?
No. I came to see you.
Oh.
And what does your companion think of that?
He's like, forget that, man.
Enough for myself now.
Good for you.
That makes sense why he was saying that he wasn't going to last, because he knew Louis would find out the truth eventually and would leave Armand. It's really... It's weird. Like, as much as Lestat was very possessive of Louis, at the end of the day, he still, most of the time, let Louis do what he wants. He let Louis enjoy his life to the fullest. And okay, I won't say that he, okay, at times he did lie, and he did withhold a lot of information. But compared to how Armand's treated Louis, kind of feeling like Armand's like a lot worse, because you took accountability for something that Lestat did. You purposely manipulated his memories or tampered with Louis's memories in order to paint yourself in a better light, and I'm guessing to villainize Lestat more than was necessary. Like, yes, I'm not saying that Lestat is a good guy, because he had his moments. He did some iffy crap granted, he was not the best. However, he didn't try to play it off that he was anything more than what he actually is. Lestat was who he is. Like, he lived in his truth. Armand tried to play himself sometimes as the victim, as a savior, and it was all for what? So that you can keep Louis by your side? You did all of this for 77 years to keep Louis by your side, and because now Daniel has come in and unearthed this truth, now look at where you are. And I'm wondering, did this happen more than once with the other people that apparently went in to write up Louis' memoirs? Did they get too close to the truth and Armand took them out of the picture? Because that would make sense, because we've seen the quiet rage occasionally when Armand is in the room. Whenever Louis was saying something and Daniel asked a question that Armand didn't like, you could see it even with their interactions in the past. Like, yeah, he didn't say nothing. Like, yeah, he had a quiet rage, and Lestat just had, I don't know, just rage. Like, he acted right out in the open, but Armand was very underhanded.
I'm sorry I don't have much time. I'm in the middle of rehearsing.
Okay.
Rehearsing? I'm going on tour. Marguerite.
I think Louis gonna stay.
Did you save my life in Paris?
I gave you to Armand. You tell me if that was safe.
Why didn't you say
Mm.
it was me who saved you, not him?
I don't like to point out my virtues.
Yeah, really.
I know you'd figure it out. And look.
Was it a little bit as punishment because he chose Armand first?
Oh, help me.
Or was it a test to see if Louis would think it was you over Armand?
Here in New Orleans. Whole time.
Waiting for you to come back.
It's my home. I am she is me.
He was waiting for Louis, I think. Because even your fledgling knew about Louis. You were
I didn't know
waiting.
it was a gift.
Hmm?
I wore it like a curse. I was selfish. I tried to make nights awful, but
Listen.
I wanted you to suffer. Because I was suffering.
September 8th.
Is that the day that Claudia died?
It was 11:07 here.
Oh, no, was that the day they left you?
It would have been 9:07 in San Francisco. Armand called me.
Oh, yeah, the day that he went to go into the sun. Did that broke him? Yes.
Yeah.
Did he tell you?
Did you hurt yourself?
I was lost. And I was in a dark way. Yeah. I was thinking about... I carried her home. I made you turn her. I saved her from the fire. So a half century later, she
Mm-mm.
Welcome back, Atlanta. And welcome to my next guest, the two-time Pulitzer Prize-winning investigative journalist and author of the current best-selling fictional memoir, Interview with the Vampire, Daniel Molloy.
Thanks, Leonard. It's a memoir, it's not fiction.
It is
Uh-huh.
one of the main topics of debate regarding your book.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true, or is it a joke?
Well, I've sold 5 million books in 4 months.
Yes.
You can't see the forest for the trees. They killed printing it. Hey, Atlanta, check out the book fair this weekend.
It is. You took a noble career.
Didn't even read it.
Put it
Yeah.
in.
Didn't read the book.
You were one of our finest. And now
Oh, gosh.
you're a Bigfoot hunter.
So this guy was just a jealous hater because you've done well with your
More than
book.
Johnny Grisham or Prince Harry and the Prisoner of Santa Barbara. It's a great Read, and you're a hack.
What a delight.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for being here, Daniel
You
Molloy.
should
Can't
know
wait to hear
Daniel's
the book.
personality.
Need a forwarding address.
Why not send them to your editors at the Talamasco?
The shit they made me take out. No editors next book, I promise.
Wow, okay, because I was thinking, like, did they turn him? But okay.
Want the 10 million back? Just say it, man. Send me an address.
What?
You know where I live?
Did you turn Daniel? Oh no, but then he wouldn't be able to communicate with you. Was Daniel turned?
I really wouldn't be staying put if I were you.
Or is he actually speaking to you on the
I'm
phone?
guessing you haven't heard from my maker.
Oh,
No.
Armand.
Asshole.
I'm sorry you were burdened out of spite. I
Hmm.
shouldn't have left you alone with him.
Make it up to me. We'll do a follow-up book.
What do you want, Daniel?
I'm worried
Food.
about you.
I'm fine.
I keep hearing the other vamps talking about you. They're really fucking pissed off about our book.
You want to write another with me?
Yeah.
Sequels, audiobooks, sex toys.
Why sex toys of all things? What's that got to do with the book?
You still haven't read it, have you?
No.
We'll all get a chop.
This is not going to go well. Where's Lestat? Is he with him?
Isbury.
Burn it. Skyscraper.
So they all know where you are. You're just waiting for them to come.
All of you. This is the vampire Louis Dulac.
Okay.
I live in the penthouse apartment at the Al Sharaf Towers in Dubai,
Wow.
United Arab Emirates. The security staff here is robust, but mortal. My front door is always unlocked, as are the windows to my balcony, which were designed with a protective film coating for those of us sun-challenged. So for all you cowards out there talking shit,
Come do some.
talking about taking a run at me,
come do something.
Hear this now, and hear it plain.
I is waiting. Come do something.
I own the night.
Okay, I actually enjoyed that. There was a lot of things on there. There was some things that was unexpected to me. I know I've mentioned a few times again about Armand and his quiet rage, but this guy's vindictive. I'm assuming he's the frigga, yeah, that had turned Daniel after Louis left to go to New Orleans. Like, why? Okay, so you you were told not to kill him. So you were like, oh, I'm not gonna kill him dead. I'm just gonna make him a vampire. He's still walking and talking. It's fine. No. You probably bit him, made him a mouse, and left him there to deal with the aftermath of having been newly turned and having all of these urges. Like, yeah. Armand is an ass. At first, I thought, like, Lestat was the problem, but seeing all of this and seeing how a lot of things were manipulated, it seems Armand is 10 times worse. Like, yes, Lestat had his moments, but it seems like he truly loved Louis. Whereas Armand, I don't know, it's like he wanted to own him. It's not out of love. May have been out of desire, but I don't think it was out of love. Like, there was something wrong with him. Or not wrong with him, but he was more possessive than Lestat seemed to be. Like, at least Lestat, at Louis' urging, did turn Claudia, and they were happy for a time. Armand tolerated her and then used her, I feel, to keep Louis around because he knew that Claudia wanted to be part of the coven, but you never really, again, taught them about their laws or any of the other stuff. Like, you could have revealed that you knew about Lestat way before. You could have. I think if some of these truths came out sooner, a lot of things could have been negated in the future. And I know that, like, okay, vampires live long lives, they need some form of entertainment, but all of this was just extra. All of this was unneeded. Like, you could clearly, because even if you was reading their minds and like, look, you've read the diaries, you know they didn't know anything about any of this stuff. So you would think in some way, would you give them a little bit of leeway? It's not like they knew the laws and broke it. They didn't know the laws and unknowingly broke it. I don't know if it would have been different if they did. But at the end of the day, y'all are all wrong. Every one of y'all. You all you all played a part in what happened. Some people were worse, or yeah, some people were worse than the others. But at the end of the day, nobody in that was innocent. You were all in some way looking out for yourselves. It's just everybody went about it a different way, and it affected others differently depending on your method in ensuring your own happiness, I guess. But yeah, I liked this series. Like I said, my opinions on some of the characters did change after seeing more of what happened and getting a little bit more information. Can't wait for season 3. We'll get new characters. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more happening on there. And again, I think my opinions will change once again, so we'll have to see what happens on that. Also, seeing as we are on this whole Anne Rice thing, I haven't watched the movie that had, is it Tom Cruise in it? I may do that at some point, but I am also thinking of watching Mayfair Witches because I know season 2 is coming out soon. So I will check that one out as well. Hope you guys will tune in for all of that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And bye.